Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena from Wholeness Campaign, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all the supplements that I take, why I take only a few certain supplements, and what I really believe about supplements at the end of the day. And it may be a little bit of a controversial topic when it comes to nutrition, because most people who are into nutrition think that you pretty much should have a pharmacy of supplements at your house, but I'm here to tell you that that's not necessary and that I don't really do that, and I've been able to heal and seal my gut, and it has not required all of these supplements. I take very few supplements. Maybe it's a lot to you because maybe you take no supplements, and if you take a pharmacy of supplements, you're gonna think I take like no supplements. But I'm definitely not someone who takes thousands of different kinds of supplements and has bags and bags of them. I truly believe that food is what can heal your body, and that the more that our bodies heal, the less dependent our bodies actually become to supplements. That is, if you have a very nutrient-dense diet and you're following principles of the GAPS diet, of the Weston A. Price Foundation. All of those are kind of contingent on that. But that being said, there are a few supplements that I do really recommend because of just the nature of our world, that we aren't all living by the coast with fish, and we aren't all like on farms with all this easy access to minerals, and our earth really has been depleted to a degree by the amount of chemicals we've used, by the non-regenerative practices that we've used for agriculture. And so there are some things that I've found my body does really well with, that are consistent with the GAPS diet, that my practitioner and I have talked over and she's recommended for me. Please do consult a practitioner. I would recommend a GAPS practitioner about the kinds of supplements that you're taking before just jumping into all of these. But these are just my supplements and the experiences I've had with them, sharing my experiences of what's worked for me, what's helped me heal, and hopefully trying to give you hope in food-based nutrition, not really in tons and tons of supplements. I'm going to give a note here that most supplements out there are complete and total crap. You heard that right. Most supplements are not readily absorbable into your body. They are filled with all kinds of fillers and additives and sugars and things that make it appealing to a modern consumer, but they are not readily absorbable into your body, and they can be very harsh and damaging on your digestive system. However, if you are able to source high quality supplements, mostly food-based supplements I would add, then certain supplements can be very beneficial. I will note that I'm not putting probiotics on this list because I'm on GAPS and I eat a ton of fermented foods, and so my probiotics are entirely gotten through food, fermented brine, cultured dairy, and all of that. Dr. Natasha does encourage the use of probiotics in certain circumstances, mostly towards the beginning of a healing journey. But since I drink a whole ton of kefir and fermented brines and all of that, I do not find them necessary for my body to thrive. And I've been able to replenish my gut microbiome way better, honestly, than any supplement that's out there on the market for probiotics. Without further ado, let me just get into this list. So my first supplement that I take, and these are not in any order of importance, although this one is probably the most impactful that I've experienced, is cod liver oil. And I mentioned this in another video on vitamin D and how this can help you in the winter if you struggle with seasonal depression. But cod liver oil is so rich in so many fat-soluble vitamins that are super important for so many vital processes in your body. They are great for rebuilding and remineralizing your teeth. I have reversed cavities with cod liver oil, and I am very much a living testimony to it healing your teeth. It also helps me with energy. Personally, I take cod liver oil for so many different reasons, but it is very good for brain health. You know that I've struggled with concussions in the past, and so cod liver oil, any kind of really high density omega supplement is important, but so many out there on the market, you guys, are just full of so many fillers, so much crap, and a lot of them actually go rancid when they're on the counters for as long as they are. And so we get Green Pastures fermented cod liver oil here, and also I do trust Rosita's, but mostly I do just get the Green Pastures fermented cod liver oil, and I will leave links to all of these in the description box below. But again, consult your practitioner. My second supplement that I would say is the second most important is iodine. I could do a whole video on iodine. Don't go taking it by yourself without a practitioner. That's not what we're trying to do here. But basically all of your cells need iodine. Iodine is very important for your thyroid, regulating your hormones. It's very good for your breast health and has been linked to decreases in breast cancer rates in women. Iodine deficiency can cause a lot of different things, and in this United States, we have taken iodine out of all of the foods that naturally did have iodine in them and replaced them for alternatives that have basically increased our toxic load. And so you can do your own research, but basically bromine has replaced iodine in a lot of different foods that most people in the standard American diet eat. And this iodine deficiency as a culture has been linked to cancer rates rising, different developmental disabilities in children, and things like that. So definitely consult your practitioner on this. Iodine is very powerful. Dr. Natasha does recommend starting out just painting iodine on your skin because it can be absorbed naturally that way. You can also put it in your baths, but again, build up to this slowly and steadily because it can be very powerful. And a little secret is that they used to use iodine back in the day to treat cancer patients because people started reacting to it, which could have been for a variety of reasons. They deemed it not suitable for medical practice. I take 4 drops of iodine a day and I do really well with it. It's helped with my energy, and it's also helped a lot when I was passing parasites and stuff like that because it does help regulate your gut in that sense. Number 3 is selenium, and I take selenium because my practitioner has mentioned that the only times when iodine can ever really be damaging to your body is when your selenium levels are low. And so to safely take iodine, I will add selenium. I take those two together in the morning. Can't say that I noticed a huge difference from just that supplement because I paired it every single time with my iodine. But these are the kinds of things you learn about when you work with a practitioner, that you don't want to off balance your body. You want to make sure that you are taking care of all of your nutrient stores so that one certain supplement doesn't cause damage in ways that you may not be aware of. Number 4 is magnesium. Oh, you guys, magnesium has changed my life. Magnesium has helped me in so many different ways. I don't even know if I could list them all here. I definitely struggled with some anxiety as I was detoxing, and magnesium really helped me. Magnesium helped me overcome insomnia when I was struggling with concussion recovery. I do a lot of Epsom salt baths, which are magnesium sulfate, and Epsom salt baths at times in my healing process have been some of the only ways that I've been able to sleep at night. Certain forms of magnesium can be used to regulate your digestive system, keeping you regular. It can be a constipation aid as opposed to some of those nasty laxatives that are out on the market right now and that doctors oftentimes will recommend you. The Whole Gaps protocol is centered around healing and sealing that gut. Again, magnesium is one of those supplements that can be used by people to just treat the symptom of constipation, but really you want to be addressing why the constipation's there. Magnesium can be helpful in the process, but our goal is not to be dependent on it to have a bowel movement. So anyway, it's been very helpful for me overall in my healing journey, but definitely one of those supplements that can be kind of like people pick and choose whatever they want. Magnesium is important because our soils are very depleted. They're very depleted in major nutrients that used to be in the ground but are no longer in the ground because of the ways that we have farmed, honestly. Most of our soils are extremely depleted in nutrients, and that leads me to my next one, and that is vitamin C. Vitamin C is something that is also really depleted in our soils. So as much as people love to say that you could just have an orange and you got your vitamin C for the day, most oranges actually have very little vitamin C in them nowadays because basically orange fields have been utterly decimated, and the vitamin C count in them is actually very slim at this point. I'm sure in certain parts of the world it's different, but I know most of the oranges in the United States are not the best. I do take a ascorbic acid form of vitamin C that I trust. That's a certain brand. Some ascorbic acid is really not good for you and very highly synthetic, so you want to make sure that you're sourcing your vitamin C well. Some ascorbic acid is okay. There are forms that are highly processed, so you want to be careful of that. And if you are worried about that at all, which for a time I was only taking food-based vitamin C, which would come in the form of, say, camu powder, which is a type of berry. You could take acerola cherry powder. You can find different kinds of fruits and vegetables that are way heavier in vitamin C than just your average orange. Again, you can make them into capsules yourselves if you want, or mix them into smoothies, and they're a really great alternative to getting vitamin C into your diet because it's very important. Vitamin C boosts your immune system. It helps support detoxification, and especially while you are processing so many toxins, you want your immune system to be as strong as it can be. Along that same line, where your soils are depleted, is number 6, which is zinc. I actually have been on and off of the supplement. You do have to be careful of your zinc to copper ratios. And if you aren't having a highly nutrient dense diet with lots of liver, you do have to be careful with the supplement. And people nowadays are going crazy taking so many zinc supplements, but you do want to make sure that you're working with a practitioner to make sure that it's not outbalancing your copper levels. And your food and your nutrition really does support this. But I've gone on and off of the supplement. Zinc is very good for your immune system and is, again, depleted in your soils. So most of the fruits and vegetables that typically have zinc don't actually have it anymore. Yeah, it's sad, but you can find liquid supplements that do not have any additives. Zinc is one of those things that a lot of dermatologists will just throw at people and have them take really high doses of to cure acne, because again, when you're depleted, you're so much more prone to all kinds of different breakouts and skin issues and all kinds of body problems. But you do just want to make sure that you're paying attention to your whole body, not just your zinc levels alone. And number 7 is a zeolite or some kind of binder. I take a zeolite powder and a zeolite spray. Zeolite has been tested to be an effective and safe binder for heavy metals. I have a couple links that I will put in the description below. But essentially, I do think this is a very important part of healing and supplements, because you need something that is going to safely and effectively remove toxins from your body. They don't all always just come out on their own when we are living in a day and age where there's so much toxins. Ideally, you're having a high nutrient dense diet that can support your body as you're detoxifying, but these kinds of things can be very supportive to helping toxins to just move themselves along. Again, I've seen people only narrow in on just this one supplement, and I really think it's important to have a good nutritional basis as you're taking these kinds of supplements, and to work with a practitioner on dosing, because it can be very strong on your body and it can cause a lot of die-off. So you want to be careful of that. As with all of these supplements, you really do need to go slow and steady with these. Again, I drink beet kvass, sauerkraut brine, pickle brine pretty much every day as a probiotic alongside fermented foods like kefir and yogurt, and also like the pickles and the sauerkraut from these brines and all that. So that does cover my probiotic. And I do eat raw liver. If I wasn't eating raw liver, I would definitely recommend having a liver supplement. It's basically like taking a multivitamin, but a lot of people just are very depleted in nutrients, and liver is a really good way to up that nutrient store. So I've been making lots of liver pate lately. I will let out a recipe for that soon because it's so delicious. So again, I really do prefer these food-based forms of nutrition, but when I am traveling, I will bring along a bottle of Ancestral's desiccated beef liver capsules. So that's really it. It's very simple. I try to keep it minimal. Some of you might think that's, oh my gosh, that's a lot of supplements, and others of you who run supplement factories out of your house might think that is nothing. But wherever you're at on your journey, I hope that you can really kind of steer your way towards more food-based, natural alternatives to supplements. And I hope that this inspires you to do the work of actually healing your body from the inside out, addressing those root causes, and really supporting yourself with real food. Those are the most bioavailable nutrients you can get. Please comment below if you've tried any of these supplements and gotten benefits from them. I love to hear people's stories. And as always, please like and subscribe to my channel. It is my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.